What's up guys, Jack the Ripoff here for an edition of Jack's Vlogs. This is not going to be a typical vlog, this is just going to be a quick short little thing, but I did want to show you guys my new setup, my new PC setup. I told you guys that I would kind of give a little tour with that, and so yeah, I'm going to show it to you right here. So let's take a look at it, shall we? Alright, so here is the tower. I decided to go with a Thermaltake tower. Looks pretty cool, pretty slick design. I kind of like it. I like how it's set up here. This part opens up for the disk drive. And then when you go into the side over here, you can kind of see some of the bread and butter of this whole thing. So right here we got a Zotac GTX 1070 graphics card. Not a bad graphics card. I like it. I like how it works so far. The only issue I'm having right now is that my motherboard, as good as it is, only has 4 ports for fans. So the issue is finding the right placement for my fans. So I got a fan here and in here, and then I've got another fan right over here, and then I have liquid cooling, which has 2 fans right up in here. I just got to find that right placement for the fans to get the circulation going, so that this doesn't get too hot, because as of right now I've got a few issues with overheating on this thing. I play for, within the first hour or so it will start to heat up quite a bit, and it will actually start to lag out my my computer, and I'm not too big of a fan of that right now. If you look in there, I've got HyperX Fury RAMs, 16 gigabytes, 2 8GB sticks, obviously. Corsair liquid cooling, pretty handy. I like it. The only thing I wasn't too big of a fan of is that it takes up some space. It takes up a little more space than I would like, although it is big enough to fit in there. Obviously, it just took a little bit of finagling. I'm starting to think I should have probably gotten a bigger tower, but it does, have all the space that I need for it, so I'm not too awful worried about it. For my operating software, I've got a 250 gigabyte solid state drive right in there. So that holds all of my operating software, as well as all the other software, such as my editing and recording software and whatnot. And then all my games and videos are held in the terabyte hard drive that I've got right here. I went with EVGA Supernova for the power supply, 750 watts, as you can see. Puts plenty of power into it, so that's not going to be an issue when it comes to playing my games and whatnot. And then the motherboard, can't really see it. I should have gotten some lighting for this, but the motherboard is Gigabyte. Can't remember the actual full name for it, but it comes from Gigabyte. It's a pretty solid motherboard, not gonna lie. The only thing I will say about it is, like I said, it doesn't have enough ports for the fans, which is a bit of a hassle for me, just because I'm trying to find the right circulation for it and whatnot. So that's gonna be a bit of a chore, trying to find out how I'm going to get that air circulation going on with it, just because, like I said, the heating issue with the graphics card. So it's going to take a little bit of trial and error, little guesswork, but for the most part it runs well. It runs perfectly fine, that I can do all of my video recording and my gaming on it for a good hour or so before it actually starts to have any issues. Also, when it comes to the lagging, I'm thinking of adding in a couple more sticks of RAM to see if that helps with the processing speed. I have an i7 6700 processor. It's an Intel processor, and I mean, it's one of the best ones you can get right now, so I'm not really too worried about it. I'm just trying to figure out what it is exactly that's causing my computer to lag out the way it does. Like I said, after an hour, it's just like, it actually has some pretty bad lag spikes. So With any new build, it's just going to take a little bit of trial and error and whatnot, and trying to find. I'm trying to consider whether or not I should switch out for a heat sink, because, as you can tell, the liquid cooling has two fans that go into the radiator. But because of those two fans, each one has its own power cord for the fan, and so that takes up two slots instead of just the one dedicated slot for the CPU fan. So I'm trying to figure out how I am going to go about taking care of that issue. But other than that, it's a pretty solid build. I'm pretty happy with it, considering it's the first build I've ever done. I can thank my buddy Scott for helping me out putting it together and whatnot, because I had absolutely no experience with PC builds. So big thanks to him for helping me out on this. But yeah, guys, like I said, this was really just to kind of, show you the build, kind of see what I'm working with here, and as we go along with this new build, obviously we're going to be doing a little more trial and error, trying to get this thing fixed up to its potential. With that 1070 graphics card and whatnot, I should be able to play some pretty high-end games. So once I get the whole situation with the air circulation and the fan placement and whatnot, should be looking at some pretty good gameplay. So yeah. And that's really about it with the build, guys. I kind of wanted to show you what I was working with here. I'm obviously very proud of the build. It was really cool being able to work on it and whatnot. And like I said, it'll improve over time. I'll slowly get to work on it. Don't pay attention to my desk is a bit of a mess at the moment. This is my little recording setup that I'm working with right now. You got my camcorder right here. With the lighting, the PC monitor is only temporary until I plan on dual monitoring my build. That way I have one screen for all of my keep an eye on all of my recording software, while the other one I use for all my games. So once I get some money saved up and get myself two decent screens, then I'll be able to really get to work with that. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. But yeah, that's really about it. That's the build as a whole. I hope you guys like it, and for any of you guys that have any experience with building PCs and whatnot, if you have any tips or anything to kind of help with the lag issue, and you want to share them, go ahead and share them, because I want to hear what you guys have to say. Like I said, I have little to no experience. This is my first PC I've ever built, so I'd love to hear if you guys have any kind of input on it. So that's really it for the vlog. I'm trying to get 505 Gamer Girl and Avery from All the Coins together so we can do another game rant. We want to do kind of like a first impressions deal on for the official release of No Man's Sky, because I've been hearing a lot of really mixed reviews on it, and I think it'd be something good to kind of just kind of sit down and talk about with two people who have had some experience with the game and whatnot. So look forward to that whenever we get a chance to get together and be able to record that, because as you know, the video game rant that I did with Avery and Woody, 505 Gamer Girl, and Baka Senpai, that was so much fun to do, and I kind of want to try and make that a regular thing. If you guys want to see that, let me know. I kind of want to see how you guys would like making the video game rants thing a regular occurrence. So let me know in the comments below what you want to hear, any tips or anything about the PC build. I would definitely love to hear it. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit that like button. If you want to see me upload some more, do not be afraid to hit that subscribe button. I like to see you guys come back for more, because I love making these videos. And until my next video comes out, this is goodbye for now. See you guys.